y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, y'all. So let's get into this situation. There's a whole lot going on. There's a whole lot of reports. We got the, LA Times basically kind of insinuating that the loss of rapper PnB Rock basically was his girlfriend. Like, OMG, like, this is just crazy. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. It's been going viral since Monday that they lost this Philadelphia rapper, and the stars have came out and showed support, and people have been basically blaming his girlfriend and also blaming the record label. They say that he's an independent artist and things of that nature, but since he's gone now, who is going to collect his money and his royalties and things of that nature? And since his baby mama Stephanie, she got 2 kids with him, he did live in LA for a while, and he went out there and he went to a restaurant, and baby, it was just like, you can't even go out to eat. Not when you're a rapper, not when you got money, and not when you got clout and you got jewelry on that people want to take it from you, baby. It's a whole situation. So you guys know PnB Rock, he was murdered at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, like, OMG. And a lot of people liked his music, like he was coming up. He had a little bit of a hiatus and things of that nature. But everybody was like, oh my God, he got shot? Everybody was like, okay, just waiting around to see what the reports were going to be. And then reports reported that, he passed away, at like 1:54 p.m. Like, that is totally crazy. And we have a lot of people blaming his baby mama because she dropped, the location on Instagram. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that situation, and we're gonna just talk about it and then talk about some of the conspiracies as well. So it is kind of like, so if you guys want to call in, the number will be on the screen for you guys to call in and tell me your thoughts and what you think about this whole situation. And is the baby mama at fault? Is it the system? Is it, what is going on where we're hearing nothing but robberies, people's house and homes are getting broken into? They're smashing grabs at jewelry stores, all types of places. It seems like this inflation, the economy, racism, systematic racism is just basically at an all high, and people are out here to get what they need to get in these streets. And you better be careful. You better lock your doors and watch where you're going, and please do not drop your location, and don't let people know that you ain't home, that you are on vacation when you're posting to Instagram, you're posting to TikTok, YouTube, and everywhere else, because you don't know who's watching and who wants to take what you got. Because there's a lot of people out here hungry and starving, and they ain't trying to do a 9 to 5. They ain't trying to make $8 to $15 an hour. So be careful out here in these streets. But we're gonna get into the whole situation. So let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Thank you guys for coming through. Appreciate this. Was in Los Angeles. So what's going on? How you doing? What's good with y'all? Yes, hi, how you doing? Good evening to you too. Shanice. What's up, Lisa? What's going on? So there's a lot happening. Hey, Miss T, what's going on? How you doing? Yes, it is very sad for real, for real. Yeah, my condolences to his family as well. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. So you got to watch where you going. You got to watch what you're doing. Recently, there was, I can't think of his name, but his name is Reggie as an actor on The Chi. Recently, he was in, Chicago, and basically, he was stopped at a red light, or he was stopped, and then someone pulled up and jumped into the car because the doors was unlocked and basically robbed him of his jewelry. And Reggie from The Chi, he played in the TV show The Chi, and he also played in 50 Cent's new show that he has with Tommy, Power Book, Forces, and things of that nature. So, ain't nobody off limits. So be very careful when you posting that you're not home and you posting somewhere. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who got access to look at your Instagram stories and things of that nature. So a whole lot has been going on in this situation. Hey, what's up, Norris Tony? How you doing? So, hey, what's up, Shanice? What's going on? So yeah, there's a lot going on in this whole situation. So in any event, this took place the other day when, PnB Rock. Basically, he was looking for a place to eat. He was looking for a place to go. He was with his girl, and it was a post to Instagram. And you can see he has his watch on and he has a ring on, and this is in California. You know what I mean? So this is one of them situations where the restaurant was actually located at South Los Angeles, and so it was Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles, and so many people that live out there and so many gang members that been online and talking about the situation. They were basically saying when it comes to PnB Rock, going to this particular location is hot. They were saying known gang members affiliated with the different gangs that they do have in Los Angeles, South Los Angeles, California, things of that nature. They were saying that this spot is hot. Like, this spot is hot. That spot that you have in your neighborhood or somewhere that got the best food, got good food. But if you go in there, you don't know if you might come out with your pocketbook or not. People gonna be out there asking you for money. Your tires may be gone. Your car may have been jacked. You know what I mean? You never, we have them spots where they have the best food or whatever the case may be. And he pulled up to that location. And before he went to that location, they was on, Instagram story. And basically you could see, his baby mama. And his baby mama, she's been getting a lot of backlash from social media, from different artists and things of that nature, who are really just upset with her, and they're blaming her because she dropped the location. So they already knew, whoever was watching the Instagram story, whoever was watching Instagram, they would have known, okay, these two are traveling together. And then at the same time, so they know that the bag, the cash cow, rest in peace to PnB Rock, was with his baby mama. And plus, he has been living out in LA for a little bit. So I don't know if he checked in. I don't know if he got the, if he's following the procedures, because, Los Angeles, LA, California is a lot different than all these other places. You really need to check in, apparently. And sometimes you don't even have to check in and things happen to you. And a lot of people have a lot of conspiracies. Maybe it's the record label. But in any event, you have this news report that the Los Angeles Times basically names it. Instagram post of rapper PnB Rock at Roscoe's may have led to the killing, LAPD chief says. Like, that's a whole lot of weight to put on his baby mama. You know what I mean? She has posted after, the tragic loss of her boyfriend and her baby's father. This is why, it's kind of important to get married, because now there's going to be a whole lot of claims, to what this man PnB Rock has and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And the children usually get claimed too. Hopefully he has a will. Hopefully he has, different things that put in place to make sure the people that he want his property to go to will actually get it and things of that nature. But, it's going to be a fight with the record label and all his situation with his masters. Who's gonna get the percentage of the money? How is the contract that he signed? That's why it's very important to say I do. Sometimes it can be cool to be the baby mama, but when somebody disappears, now you're stuck holding a bag, and now you got to go to all these types of courts and this and that. You got to worry, can I claim this, or my kids can't claim this until this time? Are they gonna get anything? So it's a tragic situation all the way through. And his baby mother, Stephanie, she posted, they were sitting at the table eating. And like I said, like, this is a hot spot where gangsters, you already know, Clubhouse is gangster. So all the gangsters from LA, South Central LA, Long Beach and everywhere talking about, this is the worst Roscoe place to go. Roscoe House of Chicken and Waffles. Like, this is the worst place you can go. This place that's in South Los Angeles, basically is really a place that if you ain't affiliated, and if you don't know, and you ain't from the block, and you ain't from the neighborhood, and people don't know you, it's a chance that, you could be in harm's way. So this is a whole situation. And then also, it's been reported by the Los Angeles, the police department, the chief, Michael Moore, basically says on Tuesday that after the baby mama posted this, they was in a court rioting, so there was a post. And now they're sitting there eating at this place and things of that nature. And so they eating, but also PnB Rock basically said when he recently did an interview with DJ Academics, we're going to listen to that. He don't really like to go out. And they already tried to pull up on him and rob him before. And he was with his baby mama. And she was just acting like she didn't know what was going on and things of that nature. But it's a shame that they're putting it all on her, because it could be the employees that work inside this, Roscoe House of Chicken and Waffles. It could be somebody in the parking lot. People are saying that people be posted up all the time at this different location. They could have been, houses, apartments, and buildings where people are looking out the window and they see somebody flex up out a car and he got on his jewelry, because recently, he purchased some new jewelry and he posts his jewelry online, his new necklaces. And basically this is what some of these, rappers do, some of these street people do, some of these just basically athletes, they reposting their jewelry. You're wearing houses, you're wearing cars, you're wearing, things on your neck that basically if I hit you one time, I got a lick of $140,000. That's cheaper than robbing, that's more money than robbing, a store or, things of that nature, are running up in somebody's house that really don't got that much because they live in the same neighborhood that you live in. But now if he got 200 on his neck, 300 on his neck, 400 on his neck, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? And that's a quick lick. You know what I mean? That's quick. But it's unfortunate that we have people that will want to take from you to get it for themselves. You know what I mean? It's just, this is a job for some people in the streets, because you got the scammers that are on board. You got people that are willing to take your life for what you got around your neck, which is, just crazy all the way together. But we know this, this is nothing new to us. Like, this is nothing that, it's shocking. It's basically how you move. And so therefore, the baby mama posting this, yes, it could have led to it, but also it could have been anybody in the restaurant, anybody outside, anybody in the earshot. People could have been in that restaurant and say, hey, yo, Juju, blah, 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 blah is up in here. You know what I mean? Just that quick, just that fast. And you don't know who they're calling. You're not familiar with any of that stuff. So therefore, he's sitting there eating that food. And I promise you that chicken don't look that good. I promise you that, them yams, oh Lord, don't look that good. I don't know if it's is that grits over there? I don't know if them grits look that good, but I'm just telling you, he was sitting in there with his jewelry on his neck with his baby mama, a friend, no security. He can't afford security because, he has been on a hiatus for a while because he's been trying to get off his label and things of that nature. You guys know how the game goes. So in any event, people on social media is calling out his baby mama. She recently posted, a couple of hours ago to her Instagram, and this is her Instagram, Stephanie, and she's basically saying this will hurt me forever. Of course it's going to hurt her forever. You know what I mean? Because half the world is blaming her for what happened to her baby daddy. And then, we don't know if her posting these posts led to him not being here anymore. You know what I mean? Only way we will really find out if the, LAPD, the Los Angeles Police Department basically find the shooter, and he basically tells and say, hey, listen, I found out about it from the Instagram post. You know what I mean? Other than that, you really won't know, because it could have been anybody in the vicinity and, in the area that could have seen him pull up and pull through. You know what I mean? So with that situation, it could be him with the jewelry on, people that's working there, people outside in the parking lot, people standing around, people looking, people in other, areas looking and saying, oh, this dude's there. And he already said that they tried to pull up on him and rob him before. So yeah, this is like one of them situations where, like, Lord have mercy. It's really a sad situation that, he's not here anymore. He's only 30 years old. He has 2 daughters, and he lost his life because of the chains on his neck. Now, there's no word. It seems like, they're saying that there was possibly a struggle. So if anybody has the artillery to your head for jewelry, for your car, because there's been a lot of carjackings too as well. Carjackings are up again. Before, they was giving you life sentences for carjackings, but now carjackings are on the rapid. You know what I mean? But, so if anybody pulls up to you and you have something, just let them take it. So I pray that nothing like that happens to y'all, nothing like that happens to my family. But I try to tell the fam and everybody, please just give it up. It ain't worth your life. It ain't worth your life. It ain't worth your life. Give it up. You can have it. You can take it. I can make it again. I can get it again. I can do it all over again. But you know what? I'd rather be here on earth than to leave this earth fighting over man-made things. And the only reason why I really got it on is because it makes me look rich. It makes me look like I'm making money. It makes me look flossing. This is how everybody flossing shows us they got money on Instagram. They show their houses, their cars, their closets. They show their jewelry. They show everything. They're flossing. And so the people that are coming up in the game follow what everybody else is doing, because that means you got money if you flossing everything. And he's from Philadelphia, so you know what I mean? He's basically saying that he's not a sucker or anything else of that nature. But now your kids are here without a father. They said a struggle, the guy demanded his jewelry, and then a brief struggle happened and the gunman ends up shooting him. Okay. And so I don't know why the gunman had to shoot him like that. You know how we have stories and was like, well, the cop could have shot him here, the cop could have shot him there. He didn't have to kill him. So he could have shot him in the leg, he could have shot him in the arm, he could have shot him somewhere else and then took the jewelry. He didn't have to kill him. So the way that he killed him, and then him bleeding to death allegedly, you know what I mean, in the restaurant, and no one put a towel on him. No one tried to stop the pressure of the blood going everywhere. Like, people act like they don't watch TV and movies. As soon as somebody's hit, what do? You apply pressure to the wound. Apply pressure. Nobody's applying pressure. Maybe they shocked. Nobody in the restaurant should have been shocked if you're from that area. Maybe the baby mama should have been shocked, but that's your baby daddy. So get down there and apply some pressure. Somebody, the owner, apply some pressure. And so in any event, a lot of people that seen the video already knew that it probably wasn't going to, look like it was going to work out in his favor, because he lost so much blood. And this is just really, a tragic situation. So if someone comes at you for what you got that you can buy again over and over and over, because if he lost his jewelry and his jewelry was taken from him, he will feel violated. But at the same time, he can come out with the message, I'm still here, I'm still rocking, I'm still alive, I'm gonna get double of what I got. And a lot of people saying he should have security, but he wasn't making that type of money anymore to have security at all. And also, it makes you think, like, did the person intent on, taking his life, and the jury was just basically to cover up that he really was going to take his life? Because, like, damn, the dude walked in with a mask on. He had a mask on. You know what I'm saying? And so, in any event, he could have hit him across the head with the weapon. He didn't have to, strike him like that. And then boom, bada bing, he's not here no more. So it almost makes you think that the jury wasn't even what he really wanted. The jury was a bonus. And this is what some people are saying, that it might have been a contract. It might have something to do with the labels, because a lot of people are saying these artists have insurance on them and they want to leave and do other different things, and they make more money off of them when they're dead than they are living. And we just recently heard rappers say that on the Drink Champs. So you guys let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Like, yeah, it's definitely crazy. Most robbers are not killers, that, but you're right with that. And what's up, Kathleen? But one of the things is, this is a whole different breed. This is Los Angeles. This is South Los Angeles. This is California. They go by a different code. They go by different everything. They don't play any type of games. Like, there is really street code, gang code, military type of situation. And it's just really, really, really unfortunate that it went down this way. And the baby mama, she's blaming herself and things of that nature, when it possibly could be her. You know what I mean? They got the confirmation, okay, that it was definitely her. They said the location was dropped, because there's a lot of Roscoe's waffles and chicken or whatever the case may be all over Los Angeles and things of that nature. So the location, basically everybody's saying the location. You got the police chief saying that the location was definitely dropped, before he was murdered. We don't know if the person was sitting in the back. The person could have been sitting in the kitchen serving somebody something, and boom, bada bing, PnB Rock is up in the building and he got jewelry on, and that's it. And it's just like, they didn't have to kill him, but they killed him, which is just crazy all the way together, because they had the power, they had the tool on them, so they could have either hit him, they could have wounded him somewhere else. It's like they just took that man's life just like that in front of his girl, in front of everybody. Like, it almost sounds like a contract. But they move very differently in LA. In Los Angeles. So, we got Kodak Black. He heard about the news and he jumped off the bridge with this situation. He basically told PnB Rock, tell his baby mother, Stephanie, to basically, depart from this earth by her own hand, because he was so upset and he was so mad, because basically he was saying he was having a headache all day, he wasn't feeling good and things of that nature, and he jumped online and he just had a conversation with Rock, and they was building, he was gonna come out with some projects and things of that nature. Then he hears the news that the baby mama dropped the location. She dropped the location, so basically he said she should go, and a lot of people on social media were flooding the comments everywhere that it was posted on any blog site, basically blaming Stephanie and saying it's her fault. It was a setup. She did it on purpose. And, they've been really, hitting her. They've been hitting her hard. They've been hitting her very hard in the situation as far as blaming her about what happened and what went down, which is just really, really crazy. And you can understand people are upset. So when you see somebody drop the location, you already assume, it was a setup, this and that, blase and the third. But at the same time, like, you're not even thinking outside of the box. It could have been somebody sitting in the restaurant, just made a phone call like, yo, you ready to get paid tonight? You ready to make some money? You ready for this? Like, homeboy's here. He got about 400 on the neck. You know what I mean? And you say that to somebody that's starving. You're saying that to somebody, that is a part of a street code, a gang, military gang, and things of that nature, getting a phone call, getting the orders to take what he got. You would just think that they wouldn't just take his whole life, but they did. And, it's very unfortunate. And it's very unfortunate that, Kodak Black is out here blaming his baby mama. If the dude was alive, he would probably call out Kodak Black on that, basically saying, don't be saying that. Don't be telling, daddy already gone, so you're going to tell her to jump off? You're going to tell her to depart from this earth by her own hand? They got 2 kids together, so the kids are going to be orphans now? You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to think before you say things of that nature. So I don't know. I don't believe Kodak apologized yet for the situation, but also you had Nicki Minaj, she spoke on the situation. You had Cardi B, she spoke on the situation too as well. And it was like one of them situations where people were feeling Cardi B more than they was feeling Nicki Minaj in the situation. Cardi B said, basically, I highly doubt that any goons was on, baby mama IG, and I was thinking the same thing too, but then I had to go talk to people that are aware of, men that know the streets, know what to look out for, know how to protect their family, and know how dudes are looking to get a lick out here. We're in inflation right now. Everything's expensive. Taxes out your ass. You can't get nothing for 50 cents anymore, or 25 cents, or 10 cents, okay? But in any event, and it was explained to me what really happens in a situation when people are looking for a lick, when people are looking to rob rappers, when they're looking to rob people that got the monte. So they walk away from the situation with 100K, 150, 200K. That's a big win for them, especially this jewelry and things of that nature. Then they don't got security, and then they ain't from the place. A lot of these times that they have the goons, the catch a lick squad, basically they want to get you. So if they want to get PnB Rock, if they want to get him, they're going to look at his baby mama page. They're going to look at his mama page. They're going to look at his sister's page. They're going to look at his manager page. They're going to look at his boy page. And they basically, all you got to do is what? Follow them. Then boom, hit any notification anytime they go live, and you follow where they at, and they put the location up, and oh, she's here, then he might be there. Or his mama's over here, or his brother's over there, or his cousin's right here. So he's in that. Oh, so that's that yellow house. That yellow house is his cousin's house that's down the street on, Pine Ave. And boom, bada bing. This is the work and the research. What they get 140K for 200K, 400K. That's a quicker lick, than getting in the shootout with somebody from the streets that know you know them, and you going back and forth. And so this is going to be forever beef, or running up into a convenience store or things of that nature. This is way much more easier to do, is track the people that you want online, because they're flossing their house, their shoes, their cars, their money, their jewelry, and everything. So I'm just like, Lord. So in any event, yes, Cardi B may feel like dudes don't be watching. Yes, they be watching. If they ain't watching, their baby mama's watching. If their baby mama ain't watching, the girl that they messing with is watching. Their jump off is watching. Their side chick is watching. Their forever, bottom down B is watching. So yes, they're watching everybody's Instagram. They're watching everybody's TikTok. They're watching everything that you're posting, especially if their intent is on robbing you. So they just got to do a little research. And then Cardi B said what she said, and a lot of people kind of agree with her and disagree with her. Then you got Nicki Minaj basically saying that being a rapper, you guys already know what happened to Pop Smoke. So still today, why is anybody posting location? So that's what Nicki said. Why y'all posting location? And then on top of that, you're posting location and your whereabouts, to show off some waffles and some chicken. Are you kidding me? So people were mad at Nicki Minaj, basically saying, oh, she's not being humble. What kind of thing is that to say? She's blaming the mother. She's blaming this and that. Nah, she's just telling you that it ain't worth it. Chicken and waffles ain't worth it. And don't post your location. You seen what happened to Pop Smoke. You seen what happened to all these rappers that get caught out here. It's not by accident. It's not by chance. It's because people are stalking and watching their social media, because they got what? They got bread. They got the money, and it's easy to get to. Especially if they're dropping their location. Why wouldn't they? Especially if that's the lifestyle that they're in. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. We got Atlantic Records, basically talked about PnB Rock, saying that he was more than just an artist, but it almost seems like they still making some money off of him as well. And he's a father to beautiful 2 young girls, and he's no longer here because somebody wanted to take, what he had. And a lot of people are saying, why they blaming a baby mama? Because it's easy to blame Stephanie, because if you actually get down to the problem, now you got to get down to why people got felony records. Was that felony record deserved? Oh, look at type of living situation they live in. Look at the community. What about their school? What about education? What about the environment? What about their parents? What about their whole history? How did they grow up? Did they get counseling? Was the system rigged for them not to make it? So there's so much, it's more deeper to get into why people sit out here and rob than. So if you got to dig deep into that situation. That's just too much to dig into. So you just blame the baby mama. It's not smart and it's not wise for her to post any location, especially 2 weeks ago. If people tried to rob him then, and he was nervous, and he was kind of like in fear that something was about to go down, he was going to lose his life 2 weeks ago. And then why you go to the hottest place, the hottest hood, the hottest, Roscoe chicken and waffles location that's gang gang. You know what I mean? When you ain't gang gang there, you may be gang gang in Philly or Philadelphia, but not here. And it's a whole different code. So maybe he didn't check in with the right people, have the right people, protecting him and calling off the goons and calling off the gangs. But maybe he didn't even have the money like that. People, it's like an investment when you floss online. When you show that you got these necklaces and this jewelry, it's like advertisement. People want to come to you more. People want to see you more. People want to see what's good with you. People think you making money. They want to be near you. So yes, the chicken and waffles hustles in Inglewood. And it was fatal. It was definitely, and just sad all the way together. And so just tragic. But also, this can happen to anybody that's flossing. You might think you're only flossing $600, $700, $1,000, but there's somebody that don't even have $1 and they see you. And you know what I mean? So you just got to be careful about the flossing in your environment and where you are. And basically, you got to stay prepared for anything to come at you. For real, for real. And if the person next to you don't understand that, then they don't need to be next to you. Because this man, was born, his birthday's about to come up. He was born December 9th, 1991. He's a baby. 1991, he's a baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. And his birthday's coming up, and December, like, that's crazy. You already know that family's going through a lot, and he was probably helping everybody out in the family. Now, that was the breadwinner, that was everybody, probably go to, and now he's not here anymore. And whoever has, they gonna hide his shit. His family ain't gonna get all his money. Ask Biggie's family. Ask all these rappers' family that died. They don't be getting what's deserved to them, owed to them, because sometimes they don't even know the business. Then they gotta hire an attorney that's probably working with the record label or gonna get something under the table. So therefore, it's just bad. You don't get what's owed to you. You think they're like, oh, you owe all this money. We love you. We love your kids. We love your mama. They don't give a damn. They don't care. So in any event, he was signed to Empire and Atlantic, but allegedly he was going independent, or he was independent, because his Instagram says he's independent, but people are still trying to say that, it wasn't all the way clear. And a lot of people are basically, coming up with the situation as far as they think that maybe it's a conspiracy, because there has been so many different rappers that was a part of Empire Records that is not here anymore, like Draco the Ruler, PnB Rock, rest in peace. You got DJ K Slate, but his wasn't a murder, as it was the C-19 situation. So people are just saying, like, why is this happening? King Von was on that label, and they're just like, yo, something ain't adding up. And we know that the record label, the distributing company under Empire, do have what? Insurance on these clients. You got XX Extension, they talk about Aaliyah too as well, Young Dolph, and also Mo 3. That was a part of, Empire distributing deal. And they're saying that this is not, people are feeling like there's some type of conspiracy going on, because why are a lot of their artists, leaving this way, especially when they want to leave, or they going independent, or they do have their masters. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Like, this is crazy. So, it seems like independent is the way to go, baby. Build up your audience and things of that nature. Like, yes, this is crazy. Okay, see you later. Thank you so much, Lisa Ann. Look at what just happened to Sauce Walker. I know. Hey, Kathy Smith, how you doing? What's going on? I don't even know, Kathleen. That man that probably took his life thinking he's protecting his family, because now he's going to put bread on the table. Hey, what's up? What's going on? I know. It's just... I know, just like that, that situation happens, and, this happens, and it goes down like this. So it's just really, you can put two to two together, but, there's going to be like, oh, this person died this way, this person died this way, this person this way, this person that way, so in any event, that's what people are speculating, because it's just like, okay, you got a lot of artists, back to back, just passing away, a year here, 2 years here, a year there, 6 months apart, so people are just saying, okay, is there something going on? Is something happened? You have, Little Mario, he was signed, and, he's not here. You got King Von, Draco the Ruler, Young Dolph, Slim 400. I believe Slim 400 was signed to Empire, XX Tension, King Von, You know, so people, and now you got PnB Rock that's not here anymore. So it's like people just say like this is just, you know, it's this coincidence need to be looked into, and that's what, you know, social media is part of the conspiracy. And also, you know, some people pass away from heart attacks. This is DJ Crazy Tunes. He passed away at the age of 45. He's been signed to them too as well. And so people are just saying like something just don't smell right and something just don't sit right. But in any event, if you go on to, you know, this particular platform where his music is at, it's like a streaming, it's a, you know, streaming service. You can see, you know, information. It's like a website for him, but also at the bottom of it, it says copyrighted 2022 Atlantic Records. So they getting part of this particular, you know, website that he's selling in, that is selling like his music, and also like, you know, items such as cups, t-shirts, tank tops, and things of that nature. So it's it's definitely crazy. It's definitely crazy. But let me tell you, one thing is for sure, you need to watch this particular episode of Law and Order, because, you know, the conspiracy of this record label having insurance on their artists, the artists, you know, trying to leave or leaving, or want to, you know, renegotiate a new deal or things of that nature. People are saying that they're departing from this earth, and they're confused is whether, you know, we see that, okay, this is Salem did that, and people were saying, was this set up? But was this set up? Does this have anything to do with the record label? Blase and the third. That's going to be something that's going to be, you know, really hard to prove unless you have all types of forensics involved. You know, paper forensics, media forensics, criminal knowledge, you know, forensics, you know, digital forensics, all types of forensics going on. You know, you have to have, you know, it would have to be a machine doing the investigation or just somebody with enough time. But if you actually watch this episode of Law and Order, season 7, episode 12, it's about, you know, a bank getting, and, you know, will give loans out to people that needed loans for their businesses. But when the bank was going into something, or, you know, it seems like the consumer that got the loan wasn't going to try to pay and this and that, they will hire other people that owed them money that wanted to get out the deal, you know, to basically go hit up, you know, somebody that owed them money, and basically they collect the insurance money, you know, on that person's, because now they're not going to get the money from them paying up because they're about to go to bankruptcy, or they're trying to, you know, do something underhand or get another loan from a bank, blah blah blah, and the third. But the bank was like, okay, we took so the insurance company and the bank worked together and hired people to go, regular people like a mechanic. He owed the bank maybe $1 million, and they were saying, we're gonna take this, we're gonna take your business, we're gonna take all this, you're gonna be left on the street, you're gonna be homeless. But if you go get Betty Crocker, that basically owes us $2 million, and, you know, she's not about to pay and she's about to do this, blah blah blah, and if you basically take care of her, we collect insurance money on that, then your debt to us is paid. So the whole situation with the conspiracy of the artist and the record label, just, you know, season 7, episode 12, barter was basically it reminds me of the whole situation. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. The phone number is on the screen if you want to, you know, jump in and tell me what you think about the situation, what you think about what Drake said, what Nicki Minaj said, and also what Cardi B said, and basically the whole situation of the culture with the music, and, you know, people just jumping out, just, you know, taking people's lives just like that, and public. And also, we're going to listen to what, you know, also he said to PnB Rock said to, you know, DJ Academics, and which a lot of people didn't pay attention to that interview, but we're going to listen to a little bit of it right here.
You said you've lived in LA. Yeah. Like, LA's always felt a little spooky to me. And just tell me, and it's fine. You tell me if it's just me being pussy. But like, just LA. I think because LA is synonymous with the death of Biggie, death of Pac. Yeah. And I think it's just so much where like niggas might be like ganged up other places, but I've never seen gang culture over there. It's just so serious. Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I went through some shit when I first like was having in LA with some niggas from Grape Street. These my niggas to this day. You feel me? 03 Greedo and them.
Yeah.
You feel me? They try to do some type of shit, but they saying that I wasn't on that shit. You feel me? Like, they try to approach me on some cool shit, but I'm just knowing too much. I'm from the trenches too, so I'm just like not paying it. I'm not taking it lightly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm clutching and all that. Like, I'm like, bro, what is y'all niggas trying to do? Like, I'm going off of the energy. Fuck what you saying right now. I know what you saying, but it's like I'm getting it too. You feel me? Like, I'm not slow. I'm not no fucking dickhead. It's like, what's going on, bro? Like, what y'all trying to do? Like, and when they peeped it, they like, oh no, this nigga ain't no fuck nigga. Like, he on some shit. Like, we really could fuck with this nigga. Like, on some real shit. And when they peeped it, like, they started like getting a little bit more lackadaisical. And it's like, all right, we could talk. You feel me? And they try to test me like on some test me shit. Like, they was just like, yeah, come to the hood. You feel me? Like, come to the hood. Come to the hood. I went to their hood. You feel me? With strapped up. You feel me? Like, I went with my niggas. Like, it was like 3 of us. We wasn't crazy deep. Because I just be wanting niggas to know, like, I'm like, yo, I'm just like y'all, bro. You feel me? Like, I'm just like you. I came from the trenches, and I want niggas to like. I don't know why I used to be like that.
It's that respect, right?
It's there. Like, yeah, I don't know why I used to always have that. Like, everywhere I go, I wanted to touch the hood, like.
And it's also to kind of let them know, like, yo, y'all built from the same topic. Because sometimes people...
But when they seen that, though, them niggas respecting him. They like, oh, no, this nigga... Them niggas said they was going to come to the block.
So academic niggas ain't coming to the block at 8 o'clock.
Them niggas never pulled
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch did the same shit when I put up the Roddy Ricch projects. 2 different times before Roddy Ricch was even, like, super heavy. It was like, damn, bro, you just came out here. Like, it was just me and him. Me and him went to the projects. And he like, bro, like, you ain't got no security and none of that shit. Tripping. And it's like, bro, I got security, but I don't got security. You feel me? Like, I be on my shit too. You feel me? So I be on angles. I'm already watching everything that's going on. So it's gonna be kind of hard for you to get me because I used to do the same shit. Like,
that probably gives you a lot of like respect and shit like that.
Yeah, niggas.
So he's saying he used to do the same stuff. He got security, but he really don't got security, and that basically is saying that he's strapped.
Fuck with that for sure.
But I go, LA's gotten just weird and like, I think during the pandemic, I was just hearing too much stories like niggas watches taking off.
Somebody tried me on Fairfax like mid-pandemic. But it was like,
why they so bold though?
I don't know. I guess because niggas be sweet. You feel me? And niggas, niggas see me with my family and they think I'm just out here lacking. You know what I'm saying? So it would be one of those type of situations. So we're like, niggas.
Yo, I hated just walking up to niggas in like broad daylight, like, yo, give me your chain. Like, I'm like, yo,
niggas try me on some. It'd be like every time.
They trying to take your jewelry or some shit?
I don't know, but it'd be like, I be on shit and I'm not. Where I'm from, we like sneaky criminals. Like, in LA, it's like they bold. It's like, they want you to know. They want to spark a conversation with you first before they get into some shit. Some of them might just go crazy. Like, I know some niggas like that too. They might be on their sneaky shit too. But the majority of the times I got into some shit, it was like they just gave a drop up too fast. You feel me? So the second time I got into some shit, it was like niggas was just talking loud as shit, wanting me to hear their conversation. And it's like, I'm with my peoples. Like, I'm with my daughter and my girl. Like, why they talking about this gangster shit? Like, with this around. Like, we outside, we on Fairfax. I'm like, man, you know, I already peed the bitch. We out.
Gangsters out there on Fairfax?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm on Fairfax right now. So I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like, we going. My girl, like, no, we ain't. I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like, we out.
Is she peeping the energy? Because I'm
she
you on point.
Yeah, she.
And see, he's saying that the girlfriend didn't peep the energy. Like, you know, you gotta peep energy when you got somebody that got money. Your baby daddy got money. He got jewelry on, and he almost been robbed. He was from that life, but now he got a contract, and he is basically, you got dudes already talking gangster, talking loud, talking, you know, reckless, basically trying to spark a nerve in you, get you all shaken up where you make a mistake and they come and slit you up. And he's saying his girlfriend, you know, she wasn't about that. You should have been talking to her a whole lot more. But she's been arrested too as well for narcotics, I believe, him and her a while back before. But when you're lacking, there's always somebody ready to pick up your slack.
So in the mix of all this, I'm peeping. Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was thinking I'm tripping.
About women sometimes.
She be thinking I'm tripping. So in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped it. I'm serious. She's like, no.
Any man that I'm with, and he gets nervous in a particular establishment or a place, I know if he's getting nervous, because I already know I'm not with no sucker or somebody that's scared to live or somebody that got fear. So if he's saying like, okay, like this, you know, let's get up out of here, Or if I can, and if I'm, I'm with him like that, I understand. I could tell he's off. I could tell things ain't right. I could tell he's saying something. I'm like, let's go. I'm gonna walk one way, you walk the other way. We're walking out of here back to back.
On the street, in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped it. I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. We drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She thinking this shit a game. She pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then in the mix of me, like, telling her, like, where the park at, it's like somebody just came fast as shit and took the parking spot, like, the same spot that we... Yeah. I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How the fuck this car get behind me this fast? Like, I ain't even look. I look back and that shit was there quick as shit. And then when I walked past, like, the car bombed out. Like, this shit tinted to the max.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting all this heat coming from the car, though. Like, I'm feeling the energy coming from the car. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Who that car? Like, some other shit. I ain't go in the store for 2 seconds. The same people come from out the car, hop in the store, hype as shit. Say some gangbanging shit, like some shit. I don't know what they say. This is some shit out loud.
Set tripping.
But it was like something that I recognize the energy. You feel me? I'm like, what? You feel me? Like, he like started talking to me with some gay.
I'm telling you right now, we went home. If that would have happened, I want to go somewhere else, okay, because she's not taking it as serious, and he already know this shit is serious, but she's probably thinking that he's doing too much. And if your man is kind of shook a little bit and he's like, yo, the ops is out, it's time to go home, there ain't no time for sightseeing, go nowhere, no nothing. Point blank, period. It's time to get out. If he's feeling that energy, you should be feeling that energy too, especially if you're a counterpart. You just can't be sleeping. So you got to make sure, if you're a man or a woman, that your partner knows, like, hey, listen, if something ain't right and I'm feeling a little aggy, you feeling a little aggy, you got to understand, if I say let's go and the energy just ain't right, let's just bounce. Let's just go home. Let's order food. Let's just shop on Amazon. Let's just shop somewhere. You know what I mean? Like you live to see another day. And he definitely did live to see another day. But then they got caught up at the Waffles house. The girlfriend posted the location where they was. I would have never posted the location where we was, especially if we having these incidents out here in California, out here in LA. That's the last thing that I would do, but I'm not Stephanie, you know what I mean? So, it's just just be smart. Just be smart and make sure the person next to you understands you, understand the energy, understand the environment, understand the surroundings, and understand that we could be got just because we got a little bit. You could be riding in a 2000 Maxima and say a 2022 Maxima. People think, okay, there's something in her pocketbook, there's something in his wallet. Let's get them. So whether you're on a high scale level or low level, just be prepared and just know your surroundings. When shit don't feel right, go home. That's an omen. You have to be in tune with your intuition. You know what I mean? Sitting up in the hottest spot in LA and Inglewood eating chicken and waffles, the shit didn't even look that good. It's just a terrible situation. Let's continue.
You know me? Like, you know me from somewhere? He like, nigga, yeah, I know who you is, trying to get me to like get into some shit. So I'm like, man, I flagged him off and I just walked out the store because I already know like where this shit about to go. You feel me?
You don't that make you nervous? It's like you would like your girl.
No, that's why I be trying to be cool, because you don't want to be nervous and make it seem like something about that. You want them to be as calm as possible. You feel me? You want your girl and your kids to be like making it seem like everything is cool. Ain't nothing about to happen to us. You feel me? Like, we super good. So I just be cool.
And then that's not the case. He was basically throwing off of his, his intuition, his street knowledge, what he been through, what he know, being around sharks, and basically being fish in the water, being a body in a lake full of sharks or a sea full of sharks, and she had no idea that the sharks are around. This situation, it should have been it was a warning to him, but he's trying to put off that he's not scared or he wants to make sure that she's comfortable, that she don't think he's a sucker. Freak that. We need to have a conversation. We need to sit down. We ain't going nowhere. You ain't getting no money till you understand, the severity of what could possibly happen. We ain't in Philly. We are out here with the sharks, okay? and it seems like he didn't want to really. He probably felt nervous at Roscoe's. He probably felt like, I don't even want to be here. He probably felt, I don't even want to eat here. Or he could have possibly felt like, yo, I don't want to be like acting like I'm a sucker in front of my girl. She think I'm a punk. She think I'm this. She thinks I'm not. I'm still that dude. I'm still hardcore. And basically inside, his heart is beating so fast and he's nervous. And look what happened. He's not here anymore. So you got to make sure the person that is in your circle, in your surrounding, understands this. And I let my girls know when we go out, like, listen, if I say the energy's off or something's about to happen, I'm looking at something, let's go. When I tell you, like, yo, let's flex, let's be out, you know, this is about to be a bad situation. And if I'm seeing somebody eyeing them or eyeing me and I'm outnumbered and all this other stuff, nobody wants to get into no altercation, nobody wants to get into no fight, nobody wants to get robbed or none of that stuff. But you gotta peep your surrounding. You gotta know where you at. You gotta know the exits. You gotta know how to get in and get out, because the person that actually, you know, shot, you know, Rock, you know, he basically walked into the restaurant through a side door and left through a side door just that quick. Just that quick. My mother always told me, when you go into an establishment, make sure you're near the door. Make sure you're facing the door, and make sure you know the exits to get out when you go into a place. And this is back when I was a child, like 14. You know, I knew this information. But let's continue.
Of course, I'm like, come on, we out. Niggas on some real shit. Yeah. You feel me? They got to the car, and while they get to the car, that's when I let niggas know, like, I'm not on that. You feel me? And I ain't gonna say what happened, but niggas know that I'm just not on that. Yeah. It's like, alright, he ain't one of them. You feel me?
At least they didn't take your. I heard. Well, I won't name the rappers, but I've heard of like 3 rappers. Like, it's so commonplace.
It's more than like, 3. Niggas be getting their shit took, and it don't be spoken about because it's like, what are you gonna talk about?
I hear it's so normal that, like, usually when you rob a rapper, like, everybody knows. It's like, oh shit, that nigga got his shit took. Yeah. I mean, in LA,
it used to be like that. Niggas used to be like, yeah, oh yeah, we got such and such chain, but now it's like, it's so common, and niggas don't want you to know they stole niggas shit. You feel me? Niggas don't want that shit to come back on them. Niggas is getting locked up. People is coming back for niggas. Like, it's like, once you get away with some shit, why you won't make that shit hot? Niggas ain't everybody ain't dumb. Shit, so one of them type of shit. No, I never got robbed ever in my life. I ain't gonna say never, cause I don't.
And then, you know, he's basically saying, yes, you are listening to PnB Rock interview with DJ Academics. I don't know if I said that earlier, but to everybody that's listening, he said, I ain't never got robbed. Well, the first time he got robbed, he lost his life. And it's just really, really, really sad. And he was so talented. It's not like he was really, really talented. You know, he had good music that they play in the club.
Superstitious enough like that, but I haven't been robbed.
That's why I feel like LA's spooky, man. Like, it's just so bold. Like, I'm seeing mad videos. It's broad. Like, they don't even do it at night. Like night maybe, but broad daylight, that's what they really do.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
And it's not one of those shit where they're kind of walking up, like hoodied up, like just trying to sneak through. They just walking like a regular nigga.
And we got this shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't know, man.
What the fuck is going on?
This is the new generation.
And then the crazy thing about it is, he said he never got robbed. And then the first time he does get robbed, he lose his life. He knew what was going on out there. He knew that he was a lick out there, and he was trying to move as safe as possible. And I believe he said in the interview that he don't really go out that much. He tried to stay in the house, blase in the third. But, you know, the shit went bad. It went real bad. It went real bad, real quick, real fast. And it could be, you know, somebody inside the location of Roscoe house, waffles and chicken and shit like that. Could have been somebody in that place, somebody worked there, somebody on the outside, or it possibly could be his baby mama dropping the location. But in any event, the person that's at fault is the person that took his life. But there's so many robbers, there's so many thieves, there's so many people that will see a lick or think that they got a lick, that it's so much easier when you can cop $140K and one encounter than working, you know, getting $15 or $20 an hour. That's just the way it is. So when it's like that, you got to move very carefully. Even if you're only making 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to $100,000 a year. There's somebody in your neighborhood is watching you. There's somebody saying that, oh, you coming in with a new car, you buying food every day, you flossing with clothes on and this and that, you got that going on. People are always watching, especially today. And hopefully they get footage, but they saying the person that actually took his life, which is a no good mother effer, took his life. They didn't have to take his life. They could have just, whooped him up real quick, swiped him with the tool, and then basically took his jewelry and then, left the spot. They didn't have to take that man's life at 30 years old. They didn't have to take his life. He didn't have to die like that. And they said there was an altercation, so maybe he was trying to protect what he got. I'm just telling y'all, please let them take. If they want your car, if they want your jewelry, they want your credit cards, everything can be replaced. Your life cannot be replaced. So let them have it. Let them take it. And don't floss. Everybody flossing because they see so many celebrities. They see so many artists, so many athletes, so many people that got millions and millions of dollars just flossing online. And they'd be like, why can't I take that? They're not thinking about, let me put in the hard work to get it. Some people do, but the other people don't even feel like they got it in them. They don't even believe in themselves like that. And some of them are raised just to be gangsters, or their neighborhood that they live in and they grew up in as either you die or you gangbang. You know what I mean? So if you gangbanging since 3 years old, you ain't gonna be at no job most of the time unless, you age out the gang. And from what we hear, you can't age out the gang. Act Quando Rondo. So let's continue.
This demon that.
It's so funny because that don't happen like in Miami or whatever. Where's your face?
Yes, it do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, I know a couple niggas that got robbed in Miami, bro.
Oh, shit.
Niggas got robbed in Miami.
Where's your favorite place to be? Outside.
Honestly, I like LA.
LA?
Yeah, I like it because, like I said, I do me. I keep it towards, like, I don't really be outside like that neither. You know what I'm saying? To be, like, in the mix of the dumb shit. Where I'm at, I'm going to the shop. I'm going to get some drip. I'm going to probably go to the bank. I'm at places where niggas probably ain't really going to be at on no gangster shit. They doing the same shit I'm doing. You feel me? And 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to the club. Niggas ain't going to be able to catch me after no club, no strip club, none of that. That'd be where the shit. Nigga be out lacking. It's just like, I'm just not doing that. You feel me?
I definitely agree with you.
I'm not going to put myself in those situations because I know what happened in those situations. You feel me? Like, this shit.
Hey, what do you think about, and I think a bunch of people have said this, they said being a rapper is one of the most dangerous professions.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what do you think about that? Because you're a rapper. Obviously, people think a certain type of way. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even the thing that happened with Lil TJ, you know what I mean? I think that shook a lot of people up because they're like, damn, Edgewater used to be the spot where everybody's at. Like, that's where everybody get a little bit of money. They're there. Now you're realizing, like, people either trying to, niggas is looking at rappers as targets. Like, does it make you move a little bit different?
Yeah, I mean, ever since my brother got killed, like my oldest brother, I've been moving different since. You feel me? Like, it just.
And that's even worse. So now a mother or his grandmother or his aunties, his uncles, not only is he deceased, his older brother's deceased. That's 2 boys. That's 2 men in the family that is gone. Like, they are devastated. I send my condolences to PnB Rock's family because 2 boys, a father, you got 2 sons gone, a mother, you got 2 sons gone. Like, that's crazy if they have the same father. It's really a tragic.
I done seen people die. I done been around people that died. When that shit hit your crib, it's like, like, all right, no, this shit real life. You feel me? Like, anybody can die. You fuck. It could be anybody. Like, the last person that you expected could die. It's like, once that shit hit home to that point, it was like, all right, no, I gotta be on my shit. Like, a nigga can't just walk up on me. For me, a nigga can't just even look at.
And the sad thing is, somebody did just walk up on him at Roscoe Waffles House and Chicken. Hey, what's up? Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Bakersfield, California. My name is Victoria Red.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on? What would you like to say?
Kandi Bird got on my last nerve Sunday night.
Lord, okay, go ahead.
And I don't know what to say about Marlo. I think Marlo is just digging a hole for herself. I'm feeling sorry for her, the the way she got brought up in the world. But Kandi been trying to help people when they get on TV in her own little way.
Okay. So what? So are you up? So do you know what we're talking about on this live?
What?
I said, do you know what we're talking about on this live? We're not even talking about housewives. Do you know what we're talking about on the live?
No, I missed it yesterday.
I'm live now, but you know what? We're gonna let it rock through. Okay, so in any event, so you're upset with Marlo. Why are you upset with Marlo? You upset with Marlo because the way she cussed out, Kandi and accusing Kandi of not helping her and not doing this, and Kandi ain't a producer, Kandi ain't did nothing. So you think that Marlo is basically, she don't appreciate what Kandi did for her?
Well, no, Kandi said she was trying to help her when her Todd, she said, Marlo said Todd was trying to help her. Kandi wasn't trying to help her. She said she wasn't going to sign no kind of contract or whatever you call it on a piece of paper.
Yes, Marlo said that she did not like the contract that, Kandi presented to her because, it wasn't a good business opportunity. And come to find out, if she would have signed the contract, allegedly, Marlo would have to not, be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Marlo...
That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, go ahead.
And Kandi... They said Kandi ain't gonna be on it when it come on next year on the 15th.
Oh,
when they show the show.
Oh.
Is that true or not?
I haven't heard that. But Kandi's been out here in these streets, so I don't know. Usually when somebody's out here in these streets, promoting and doing interviews with everybody, something's about to go down. So I don't know. I don't know if Kandi is not going to be back there. But a lot of people said, when you see the reunion, right? So let's go back to the reunion. So this is one thing that people are saying about, this reunion situation where, Nene, the last time that Nene Leakes was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they had to do it, via the internet. They couldn't meet up in person. So people are saying because, Kandi and Todd had on a black suit and Kandi Burruss had on a dress that was totally off and totally different from the other ladies, that basically Bravo is setting her up like they set up Nene, and there's a possibility that Bravo is, moving Kandi and Todd Tucker out. But I don't believe that because she's Bravo's, girl.
Carl King says she ain't gonna be on it. Carl King says she ain't gonna be on it next year.
Ooh, he did?
Says she ain't gonna be on it next year.
Ooh, Lord, he did? For real? Ooh.
This woman say, I'm sorry, Kandi, you got to go. I don't know, have you heard it? But I've been hearing it on my Facebook.
I know that Carlos King, spoke when he was doing one of his podcasts on Apple. He said basically Kandi should go. Kandi should leave. And it's time for her to move on and do other things. Now, from there, I haven't heard any confirmation that Kandi was not returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I have.
Okay, tell me what you heard. Tell me what you heard. Go ahead, girl. Tell me.
I'm listening to Carl King talk. I'm listening to Richard Scott talk about it. I'm listening to this other guy. I don't know his name. He's small and skinny. And Kandi Burruss was on his show this morning.
So what did so did you hear her say that she's not returning?
Kandi Burruss said she wasn't going nowhere.
Okay, so then that's your confirmation. She ain't going nowhere.
That's what she said.
Do you want her to go? Do you want her to go?
You know what? I'm going to put in go ahead. I do want her to go. Because she said she gets on her broadcast and talk about everybody when it comes down to people on that talk show, on that movie.
Oh, so when she's on Speak On It, she talks about too many people. Yeah. So you think she's doing too much shit out here in these streets?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Even the guy asked her about was that tour by Portia and Phaedra when all that stuff came out?
Mm-hmm.
And she said it was a lie. But everybody is still talking about that.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody on his, I don't forget his name. I gotta listen to him because he's a nice young man. He gets on his program, talk about it. You know, and Kandi Burr was on it this morning for 45 minutes. And they did say Portia was coming back.
Yeah, that's rumored that she's coming back. That's rumored that she's definitely coming back for the new season. So, you know, we just gonna have to see. Portia's gonna probably drop some hints on her Instagram and things of that nature. But, so Kandi said that she's not leaving no time soon. That's what Life with the Kudels says. And so, but Kandi said that she's not leaving, but you're hearing stories that Kandi is not coming back.
Yeah, I done heard that a couple of times.
I don't know. When it comes to Kandi, I don't know if Bravo's ready to let her go because she got so many different projects. She got the Old Lady Gang going on, TV show. She got the Escape going on that's going to be on Bravo. And then on top of that, Kandi has a loyal fan base. And people, Kandi fan base is very, very loyal. When she hit that live button, they all come through for her. They all come through like, so it would be like crazy if they actually say not come back, but they could offer her, say, hey, listen, Kandi, you got these other projects.
I think Kandi is coming back to be a friend on TV. That's what I have a feeling.
So you think she's going to come back? I don't know if Kandi would take a friend role.
Well, I called Keen and this lady says she's got to go. We sorry, Kandi, but you got to go.
So we shall see. Kandi saying that she's staying. I don't think Candy's ready to go yet. And you know, since so many people, you know, want her to go, you know, and you know, they want Phaedra to come back, they want Portia to come back, they want Apollo to come back. A lot of people do want Kandi to go, but I don't know if Bravo thinks, and also the
well, she said it out her mouth. If Phaedra comes back, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the show if she comes back. You haven't ever heard that?
Oh, yeah, I definitely heard that.
Well, you know, she won't miss nothing because she got, like you said, she got the Old Lady Gang and the one who her cousin got shot in. She got so many places you can go eat at.
Yeah, but Kandi has said this over and over on her YouTube channel, that Real Housewives of Atlanta is the best and most easiest paycheck. Why would you ever turn that paycheck down? You get paid to chill, eat, drink, travel. Why would you let that go? And then on top of that, she could promote so much stuff when she's on a syndicated show. So like her toy line really got big, especially being on the show. And then her music coming out, and now she got a show with Escape that's gonna be on Bravo. I don't think that they want to pull Kandi out. I think they're gonna keep her, and they might pull somebody else out. But I don't think it's going to be Kandi because they just.
I think that she'll pull what's the name out with her line ass.
Who? Pull who out?
Clothes line. She ain't got no clothes that don't approve for nobody to look at.
Oh, Sheree Whitfield. Sheree came back with the same storyline she had 14 years ago, basically trying to do her clothing, and that website is, you know, ridiculous. And it's not a website to really shop on. And then she tells us on the reunion that, you know, she was too busy taking care of her kids. That's why she didn't focus on the clothing line. Then why did you act like it was such a big deal?
It's been gone over 14 years. They out on their own. She can't be still taking care of them grown people. That's what Andy was saying Sunday night.
So we shall see. We shall see. Well, you heard Kandi say from her mouth that she ain't going nowhere. So they may be, unless they know something that Kandi don't know, that they're gonna swiftly remove her. But I think that would just be so much badness if they do remove her, because now Kandi can basically, it all depends on what kind of contract that she does have with Bravo and also True Original Entertainment, because she got these two other shows, you know, two other shows with,
yeah, she's working with them.
So she got these,
I forgot who the is.
So she got these two other shows, Old Lady Gang, and then also Escape, and they're already filming and doing a lot of things for the Escape show. And then just to not give her a contract, I don't think that they want to rattle that cage with Kandi. But you never know. I don't know if they think that people want Phaedra back more than they want Kandi. It seems, but Phaedra's been on some reality TV shows, and they didn't do the numbers. Phaedra was on what? Real House Ultimate Girls Trip, and she was on Marriage Boot Camp, and it didn't do the numbers. So Phaedra doesn't have that loyal fan base.
Speaking of that, she should have never been on that one.
Marriage Boot Camp?
No, she shouldn't have.
No, she shouldn't have. She shouldn't have.
No, she shouldn't have. I would have told her not to go on it myself.
Yeah, that wasn't a good look at all.
No, it wasn't. You know, you bringing a man on TV with you, you know, and all of this, and you didn't want him after it was over with. Come on,
baby. You know it. It was all for that paycheck, baby. But it all depends. You know, got to check the numbers of when Apollo appeared on the show. When Apollo appeared, let's see what the numbers were when Apollo appeared. You know, because people want Apollo there. And, the rumors are that Apollo and Phaedra are both coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just think it's just rumors. But Andy does love him some Phaedra Parks. He definitely does.
Yes, he do.
He does love Phaedra Parks. So we're not gonna play no games with that. But I think Candy's the cash cow. But why do they sit Kandi at the end? Like why they sit her at the end? Like damn, why is
she's only been on the Housewives 13 years.
Why did they sit her on the end? That was crazy.
She was on the end last year.
I mean, they just be putting her right at the end. I don't know why. She had drama.
I don't know either, but she was on the end last year. Sure was, and they need to get Mark wife off the program. She is so hateful, that woman. I cannot stand her. She's a lot of trouble too. She said if they talk about Marlo like a fool. Marlo, that ain't your real name.
That ain't her.
It's not nobody's business but Marlo. She's been on the program so many years with Mimi Lee before she left. Nobody never asked her to be harm her. That's the truth.
Well, the season finale, it got 1 million views. So, and Apollo was there. They got 1 million views a few times. Season 14, episode 17, season finale. Bravo got 1 million views. And then also season 14, episode 13, they got 1 million and change views. And also season 14, episode 12 got 1 million and change views. So we shall see.
Need to go. I can't think of her name. The one I always try to overtalk you. She needs to go.
You're talking about Drew Sidora.
Yes, she needs to go.
The Lord have mercy.
She do. Her and the new girl need to go. The new girl didn't really bring that for me. Okay, you're a 5-time runner. What that got to do with it? Nothing. I know a lot of people could be run like that. That's the truth. So I can't wait till my son to get here. Kandi Burr was hollering and going on Sunday night. What's the Marlo got on her skin bad.
Well, so we shall see Sunday night. I will see you Sunday night for the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Thank you for calling in, and you have a blessed night.
You have a blessed night too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We went from PnB Rock, rest in peace, rest in power, to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Lord have mercy. Apollo new wife would have to join the show. This show is structured around the women. Yes. So I don't know. Y'all think Kandi's not coming back? I want Kandi to stay and deal with Phaedra. She's gonna leave because it's like, hey, what's up, Major? How you doing? She's going to. I don't think you laughing? I'm laughing too. Lord have mercy. Yes, please hit the like button. So, in any event, when it comes down to the situation, I don't think Bravo wants to rub that too long. I don't know if they want to get all they can get out of Kandi and then say boom, bada bing, see you later. But, I don't think they want to have that bad relationship with Kandi. But at the same time, they're doing certain things that don't look right. Like, when Nene Leakes was on the show, the last, reunion that she was on, everybody else was wearing a certain color and Nene was wearing black. Todd came in black and all the guys had on white. Kandi dress was a lot different from the other ladies, and the color was. And then she was sitting at the end of the couch, and she's been there for a long time. And Sheree was sitting up at the front with her lying ass, and everything about that, her storyline was a lie. You know what I mean? Like, she got storage. Where's her facility where she's, housing these clothes, and these clothes are being made and things of that nature? But she's sitting right next to her, and they want to make sure. Kenya Moore, she recently posted, because somebody came and said, I don't feel them crocodile tears, for Marlo Hampton. And then Kenya, she posted that, yeah, Bravo is trying to justify giving Marlo Hampton a peach. So therefore, that's why they had her up there crying and telling us, her life story, what she been through, different foster homes and different things of that nature. And the thing about it is, can it be proven? Is it the truth or is it a lie? You know what I mean? Marlo's from the street. She's a hustler. She knows how to manipulate. She knows how to play a game. And can they find out, was she in absolutely 3 different homes for adoption? But one thing we do know is her mother, does have issues, and she doesn't have that relationship with her mother now. And so her not having that relationship with her mother now, Marlo said at the reunion that when it comes down to her mother, that she went back to her behavior and she went home. So it almost make it seem like she just basically put her mother on TV and put her out there in the streets like that with no teeth in her mouth. So, she's trying to keep that peach, and they're saying Bravo's trying to justify. Kenya Moore said Bravo's trying to justify and giving her a peach. So what y'all think about that? So she has to yell. That's a good point, Miss T. So she has to yell, Sheree desperate as F. Sheree basically, she gonna have this whole excuse me. Sheree's gonna have this whole storyline with Martell, his baby mama, and also when it comes to Mel and D doing interviews. So when we see Sheree next season, they're gonna have the clips that the baby mama posted, of Martell basically saying that he was eating the booty like groceries when Sheree went up to fill the reunion. That's going to be a part of season 15. So she set that situation up. So they're going to be talking about that. And then it doesn't seem like she even had a relationship with Tyrone. The daughter don't know Tyrone. The mother don't know Tyrone. Nobody knows who Tyrone is. Like, so that whole situation seemed just like Sheree came and scammed us, baby. Excuse me. Sheree came through and she scammed the girls. Sheree definitely was scamming. She's definitely, she definitely scammed us. Point blank period. She scammed us, and Martell is here for a scam, baby. They are here for all of it. So all this is gonna be put on Front Street. But Sheree made sure on the reunion to say that we are kind of dating. She's having fun. He's not her boyfriend because she know this shit is gonna go left. And who knows what tea Martell's gonna spill on Sheree and what his baby mama gonna spill. And Sheree will be sitting there on camera like everything's okay, and she'll be explaining and stumbling and mumbling and stuttering away, y'all. I know. We didn't even get none of that. Andy was definitely trying to pull heartstrings in defense of Marlo, but it made people more angry because he did not do that for Kenya. And I was trying to remember that, Miss Nina Bug. I remember, Kenya, telling her story about what happened to her, when she ran away from home and she was staying with an ex-boyfriend and something physical possibly happened to her. And I don't even remember them bringing that up. I don't know who these people are. They keep texting me. I don't know who they are, but in any event. So yeah, Sheree came through and scammed the girl. She scammed the girls and sat right next to Andy. Lord have mercy, Sheree, do your thing, baby. I can't be mad at you, baby. Because she sat there. She was, I'm going to get this check one way or mother F another. And she got this check. Kandi done already spilled the beans on Sheree when she went over there with, Shamia and said that, Martell pulled this stunt like a year ago with one of her close family friends that was on WeTV. So I'm just like, Lord, it is going down. Excuse me, guys. I'm still sick. I'm trying to hold on. And so, here we go. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so you got... Where is it? I think it was somewhere. So, I don't know. It's kind of shaky when somebody on, one of these shows do a lot of interviews with people. Either the next episode of the reunion gonna look really bad, or they might be exiting. So I don't know. You guys know the formula. When they go around and do interviews with people, something's about to be shaken. And basically they're clearing the air. It happened with so many different people. Like, we know the formula. So we shall see what is going to happen in this situation with Kandi. Because Kandi says she ain't trying to leave. But if they want you out, girl, you might have to go kicking and screaming. But I just don't believe that. But, you never know. You never know. Tricky. Let me see if I can find it. I think they took that post down. They're always taking shit down. Leave it up and then take it down. And it wasn't even a bad post. Let me check Twitter. I think I have it. But, yeah. Let's check Twitter. Sheree, girl, you did your thing. Sheree came and scammed us. We got no see. Tyrone said that he got the time to be in New York, but why didn't she pull up with him at New York? Because he was gonna come there looking like a motherfucking bum. That's why she didn't want him to come to that play with her. Cause you see how he pulled up, and so she went to go see him in Philly at the restaurant, and he didn't show up on her. So I think it's tit for tat with that situation. Because he said he got the information that he can actually, who the hell is this? So, Tyrone said that he got permission to go to New York. And she was like, well, I didn't know that, the communication. And so, Sheree didn't want that man to pull up in New York and for everybody to, talk about that man in a bad way, because that was going to be the situation. Kenya Moore's Twitter. So, that was going to be a whole situation. Because she posted, I don't know, it has been deleted, baby. I think it's been deleted. Okay, here it is. Because this is what Kenya said recently, but they deleted it off of Instagram. I wonder why. So this is what Kenya Moore basically saying. Fail. RHOA, they had to justify giving her a peach when fans wanted a recall. Because basically people were saying, like, what's going on with this Marlo situation? Like, they wasn't feeling it. And basically, they had to justify giving her a peach. And a lot of people is bringing it back to the situation when Nene said that Marlo's never going to give a peach because she done already gave him everything that she got. So Kenya's basically saying that, okay, y'all, they had to justify. So she sat right next to Andy. And at the end of the reunion, they never really let somebody tell their whole life story about one foster home to the next foster home to the next foster home to the mother being on drugs and all this other stuff. I mean, she had a whole monologue at the end of the reunion telling her whole story. So, they are plopping her up to do something, baby. They definitely want her to stay around. She's definitely going after Kandi and dropping Kandi's business and saying Kandi's this, Kandi's that. And if Kandi's supposed to be their go-to girl, they ain't telling Marlo to simmer down on nothing. Marlo's going full-fledged at your girl. So, y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. I'm like, So a lot of people basically, talking about Marlo, that she's slow and she's basic. She can't clap back. The cameras have caught her acting a fool all season. And now she's pulling this this woe is me nonsense as, her get out of jail free card. They're not trying to hear it, but I know a lot about mental health. So the way that, Marlo is behaving and the way that Marlo is acting, she is one of these people that basically Marlo will push you away. Marlo's the type of person that because of her background, what she does, she would do any and everything to you and expect you not to be mad. And if you come back, then you really like her. So she's the type of person that will, dog you out, allegedly dog you out, talk about your man, talk about your kids, talk about your house, and just, she probably don't even need money that you got, but you leave your ATM card around her, with the passcode. She'll take it and see how you respond. If you respond the way that she wants you to respond, you're really my friend. So it's like Marlo put these people, she goes back and forth with Kandi. First she hates Kandi. She's talking about Kandi's a D writer, a D sucker. She ain't relevant. She ain't worldwide. I mean, like, how could she say all these things when we know that it's not true? Like, she is worldwide. Kandi was like, girl, when we was in Tokyo or China, wherever they was, my song was on the jukebox. We was singing it. So how am I not worldwide? And Marlo knows that. Marlo's ignorant, y'all. So, but she does this to test you, and if you're still her friend, she gonna go toe-to-toe and back-to-back. Marlo's one of the type of person that tests her friendship by treating you like shit, and then if you come to her and be like, I understand it's your childhood, I forgive you, Marlo will cry and say, I'm sorry, I need you, I never had a family, I don't know how to be close to people, I don't know how to keep people. So, when Marlo was explaining that, she went from one foster home to the next foster home, and it seems like in that transition where like the people act like they wanted her and then basically they said return to sender. Now I think she pushes people to see if you're gonna throw her away, and if you throw her away, you're just like them people. But if you keep coming back, you're her friend, but she gonna keep testing you. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. You know what I mean? I don't know how it is with, she seems like she got a good relationship with her hairstylist and her hairdresser, but like a friendship, you gonna go through hell and hot water with Marlo, baby. She gonna test you every bit of the way, y'all. Hey, Major, how you doing? What's going on? Yes. Oh, Marlo was dogging. Marlo was dogging Kandi out. She was like, she done gave it to everybody. She gave it for free. She threw Mama Joy. And then Marlo said, I want a mother like Mama Joyce. But then at the same time, she threw Mama Joyce under the table saying, your mama don't even respect your husband. Your mama said your husband's using you. It's like, she's like that type of person. And Kandi always, go back. Basically, Major. Yeah, she was trying her all season, y'all. She was trying her like it was nobody's business. Oh, she was just trending. So let's go back. She was just trending, I guess. She's not trending no more. Oh, she was trending yesterday. Oh, she's still trending. Let's see. Today's the 11th, so I don't know why it's trending. So let's see. So, I guess Kandi couldn't get it all out when, when she was on, let me see. She couldn't get it all out. So basically, Kandi is responding to, the three things. So it seems like Kandi is responding to the three things. Marlo said, name three things that you did for me. So I guess Kandi right now, she's trending on Twitter. And basically she said, I helped her get a TV show when Real Housewife of Atlanta wasn't putting her on. Hooked her up with my film TV agent. Asked my agent to put her name up for jobs that I am not available for. Some they picked her and some not. But I have helped. And Marlo said that this is a lie, that she ain't gave her no job. So this is what Kandi's saying. Girl, got you a TV show. I done talked to my agent to hook you up with the jobs that I have that I am busy with. And Marlo's basically saying, girl, that is a damn lie and you know you lying. But Marlo said, I didn't know you did all that. I didn't know that, Kandi. So, you got that whole situation. But it's nice to see that Kandi finally came out and basically addressed the situation with Carlos King and tell the whole people why that she ain't, cool with him no more. And we talked about it on this channel that, Carlos King went behind Kandi's back and basically, tried to shoot a documentary about Escape with Jermaine Dupri, and they went to TV One. Then Kandi basically got all the girls together and said, okay, let's do this. And then Kandi Burris found out that Carlos King took Mama Joyce to the side, baby, and did an interview with Mama Joyce and basically trying to get inside tea that nobody would know about Escape because Mama Joyce was in the mix. She was there. Kandi brother and mother was there, involved in, her early career, and things of that nature. So Carlos basically allegedly told Mama Joyce that, it's time for her to do, her confessionals. But instead of doing a confessional, he was getting information about Escape, and it was like a 10-hour interview. And so Kandi was basically about to cry again, but Kandi didn't address this situation at all. What the person that brought it back to life, that reported on it when it happened, was Michelle Brown Michelle Brown. So Michelle Brown has been talking about the reason why Carlos King and Kandi have beef, and she talked about it on Straight from the A. You can see it on her blog site, and that was an old story. Then it came back to life because Kandi said when she was live doing her review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta that she's not cool with Carlos, and Carlos has been out here in these streets basically saying that Kandi needs to leave the show, Kandi needs to go, its time is up. Kandi trying to give the other girls a shot. Kandi, you got other things to do, and so many different things. So I guess Kandi, wanted to make it clear the reason why she don't mess with Carlos King. And some people think that the other reason is because of the whole rumor about the dungeon as well, because allegedly he was involved in that situation and he was not asked back, nor was Phaedra after that situation went down. But he basically says that he left on a good note. Okay, so y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And then other people are saying, well, Todd Tucker was working with Encore with Carlos King, and Todd Tucker did not like working with Carlos King because Carlos King wanted to be all in the camera, all up in your video, everywhere. And so Todd Tucker, they already filmed Encore. This is why we haven't got another one. Todd refuses to work with Carlos King because he wanted to be behind the scenes and Carlos wanted to be in front of the scenes, and possibly some more other stuff went down. So in any event, Kandi's coming clean about all the situation. I don't know what's going on. Why Kandi doing what she doing? Because she been on YouTube for years and I ain't see her make trips like this. As she has been making trips, y'all. I mean, she been making trips and we haven't seen this before. The first time she was making trips when she was planning with other YouTubers to have a party, meet your fans. She was with Justin J and some other people, and she was in the YouTube streets like that. But today and yesterday, she's been all over the streets. So I'm wondering what is going on. What is going down? Is she coming back or is she ain't, y'all? What y'all think? Hold up, where's Kandi Edges go? It might just be the video. I ain't even gonna talk about edges. Don't get me started. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Marlo has connections with Fendi, baby. So that's that whole situation. So in any event, hold up, where's Kandi Edges? Lord have mercy. Let's not talk about edges, because Lord, there's a lot of edges that need to be talked about, especially on Married to Medicine. They are just running around bald headed and throwing wigs on the side of their forehead. I don't know what's going on. I just gotta catch up. I just feel so sick. What else is going on? What is this? So, I'm trying my best, to put out content, but I just don't feel good. I felt like my body's on fire right now as I talk. There's some people that like Marlo. This explains a lot. So we're going to see. So yeah, Kandi was talking about Carlos King, and she was all over the place. When she's doing a whole lot. Unless she's, I believe she said that she wanted to have a team and have a team of bloggers and things of that nature. Which is, going to solidify and help her, especially if everyone's talking about her on a good note, because, she showed love to their YouTube channels and basically boost their ratings and boost their numbers and things of that nature. But it also makes you wonder what is about to go on and what's about to go down. So y'all tell me about the interview. Somebody call in and tell me what Kandi said out here in these streets. What did she say? Did she seem like she was stumbling? Did she seem like she was shaky? Does it seem like she gonna leave? Is the curtain being closed on her? Or she's coming up to make sure that now she takes over these YouTube streets, and when you report on any of the other girls, it'll be favorable to Kandi. What's going on? Because she ain't never explained herself like this. She ain't never been out here explaining herself like this, y'all. So what is happening? So y'all let me know. The phone line is on the screen. If I was Kandi, I would not come back. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But, you know, I know you'll be here. I know you'll support me. You've been supporting me since God knows when. You've been so great and so wonderful to me, Miss Nina Bug, for a few years now. You know what I mean? You was with me when I was shopping at the grocery store, telling me to get my black ass out the grocery store. There's a pandemic going on, you know. But you gotta have your name. You gotta have your channel in these algorithms. You know what I mean? It gotta be moving around. It gotta be circulating, cause they would dead you out. And you already know the trouble I've had on this channel already. So what y'all think? So is something going on with Kandi? Like, you know, she's out here. She's out here in these streets promoting. You know what I mean? She's going to have a team of people promoting her products, or she's going to have a team of people promoting when they see Kandi, and basically everything that she's a part of, you know, basically have her in a good light. Because most of the time when a lot of people do interviews and things of that nature with people, they don't usually like to dog them or say anything negative towards them, because they have a relationship with them and they basically helped them out, and they came to their channel to support them and basically help and boost their numbers and make them go viral as well. So you don't want to bite the hand that's kind of feeding you. So what's going on? The last time I seen, like, you know, the person exit from the show. So is Kandi exiting from the show? I don't feel like she is. I don't feel like she is, and I don't think she is. But some of the shit that's going on, you got Apollo there, and Kandi don't want Apollo and Todd, you know, ain't cool. We seen at the reunion that when it come to what's his name, Uncle Ben, he basically only hugged Kenya, you know, and Kandi rolled her eyes when she seen Apollo, you know, because Apollo got issues with Kandi. He got issues, you know, with Todd Tucker basically calling the feds on him and basically getting the stuff up out of the house, you know, that, you know, Apollo had Todd Tucker to hold, and then the whole snitching about being at the strip club and running his mouth. So what's going on? Like, I know Bravo ain't shitting on Kandi right now. Come on, Bravo can't be shitting on Kandi. That's crazy. Because if Bravo's shitting on Kandi, I guarantee you she gonna be coming out here saying the same thing that Nene Leakes was saying. I don't think that they got so much business with her, so it don't make no sense that she got these 2 shows that she already got with them. And then on top of that, you know, she's filming The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she's like a staple on the show, and she has mad support and mad people. But they sit her at the end of the couch, baby. At the end of the couch. Todd Tucker wearing black at the reunion. We seen that happen, you know, with Nene Leakes, but there was a whole lot going on in that whole situation. Come on, it can't be. It can't be. No, I don't think, you know, there has been a lot of, like, they didn't even really let Kandi respond to Marlo, and they're making it seem like Kandi got this great life and she's shitting on Marlo. Marlo basically said, you know, Kandi, you know, I wish I had a mama like Mama Joyce, somebody you could talk to. It's so wonderful seeing you and Mama Joyce together. Look at my mama, she's a custody. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, they're putting it on thick and making Kandi look like the bully. Then Marlo said, you ain't produced shit. But Andy did say she is a producer. So what y'all think? What's going on? Did y'all see any of these interviews? You know, does it seem like Kandi's folding? Does it seem like, you know, like Cynthia Bailey did the same thing, remember? Cynthia Bailey did the same thing. A lot of these, when they go on interview tours, I get nervous because I be thinking like, you know, they're about to get cut from the show. I didn't realize all the guys fell out. I thought they were still cool. Nope, they been fell out long time ago. Apollo done talk shit about Todd. Todd act like he was a big man and he gonna do something to Apollo. And, you know, the whole situation, there was some snitching going on when it came to who was out all night dancing and having fun. And then, you know, Apollo basically felt like Todd Talker done switched up on him and changed up on him and called the feds on him, y'all. And got the moped and all the gadgets that he had stored in Kandi's garage. Baby. Todd should ask for permission first before he did it, I guess. So we shall see what is going to take place. And it could possibly be the next episode of the reunion could be really sticky and really like, you know, who knows. So we'll see what part 2 is going to bring for the whole situation. But, you know, Kandi's like the, you know, staple of the show. And she has a huge fan base from all the projects that she has done. Big Brother, The Shy, you know, Who's Got Talent, or whatever that show, the singing, you know, puppet, and things of that nature. So I'm just like, yo, what's going on? And Marlo's being painted as an angel. Marlo was like, oh, what she say? She said, I'm an iconic ex-con. I was like, no, she didn't. She said, I'm an iconic ex-con. I was like, she's a mess. She's a mess. Marlo was like, I'm an iconic ex-con, which is a whole situation. Me either. That's what I'm saying. I don't see that happening, you know. But anything is possible because they got rid of the OGs from Orange County. They got rid of all the OGs from over there, but I think they invited one back already, but they got rid of the OGs over there. Because I think, you know, Kandi's a staple and Kenya's a staple, you know. When you see Kandi, when you see Kenya, you think Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she got all these projects. It don't make no sense. It might be hard over there. It looks like everything's good with her over there. I don't know. But I know she got to be feeling... I know Kenya and Kandi got to be feeling a certain type of way what they doing with Marlo. I know they do. I know they feel a certain type of way. You know... And they get... Lord. In any event, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. We shall be back, and we'll be watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Sheree, if you visit her website, it's the same shit. Ain't nothing there, y'all. Ain't nothing there at all. Sheree has basically, she has razzled the people. The storyline is still the same. She's still struggling to get She by Sheree up and running and actually get clothes out for sale. Okay? There ain't no inventory. There ain't no warehouse. There ain't nothing. Threw Tyrone under the bus and told him to kick rocks. Had him coming up there looking like a country bumpkin. She didn't want his ass in New York to see that play Kandi took them to, because he was going to come in there just like he was, you know, on the season finale. And that's why she was like, you ain't just going to come up in here looking like that. But in any event, you know, what do you guys think about what Marlo said, that they keep saying that she's a whore? And she's saying that she's not a whore and she's not a prostitute. And why they keep calling her that? And it's not fair. Do you think that she has an actual, you know, leg to stand on? Because she said, you can't prove that I did this, you can't prove that I did that, but you constantly keep saying that I'm a whore. So do Marlo have every right to go off the way that she is? Because these ladies are calling me whores, but they can't name one man I slept with. I don't know if they want to name one man you slept with, but Atlanta is small. So what y'all, you think Marlo has a leg to stand on, y'all? Yes, he did. Tyrone looked terrible. He definitely did. But in any event, peace and love to each and every one of y'all. Let me know what's going on. Peace.